What's going on YouTube? It's me, Attack Monsters, and sorry that I'm not doing daily. I mean, if you could tell, I'm doing every other day for like just these last two videos, I think it is. So that might happen, but I'm not doing a 3 month or a year thing. I don't think I could afford to do that because there's a lot of things I want to talk about, and I kind of miss doing YouTube during those times. But today we're going to be talking about Leorio's potential in the Hunter x Hunter universe. Now, if you're not done reading or watching Hunter x Hunter, I advise you to click out the video. And without further ado, let's begin. So, I'm kind of just going to start off with the background. Well, we all know the background, but I'm just going to go over Leorio back at the Hunter exam. He made a joke out of himself, kind of. He's so good, legit was just like making Leorio look like a clown. Leorio had no fighting ability at all. It's lucky that he even won. He even became a hunter, and he kind of was getting like heavy lifted by all the other people like Killua, Gon, Kurapika. They kind of were all doing the heavy work when it came to like the team stuff in the hunter exam. So it's looking at his past, he had nothing really going for him except that he wanted to be a doctor, which we obviously know that he kind of fulfills that dream. It's been a while since I've watched Hunter x Hunter, so. But now I'm going to go off to where I feel like why I can talk about potential for him. So when he was running for chairman, now it really wasn't his decision at all, but he went in for the race to become the chairman. And even though as a joke, and I don't know how Leorio could. I could see potential in the future of a future chairman Leorio. Now, I think this is where his potential comes in. When he uppercuts Jing, punches him in the face with his Nen ability. It shows that Leorio might not be a strong fighter. As chairman, he would be much more of a what is it? He'd be much more of a, I guess, like a smarter chairman, just not a capable giant fighter. But I'm going to talk about his potential as a fighter later. But uppercutting Jing, yeah, even though Jing could have obviously avoided that, I think he even says he could have or something. He still he showed off his new ability, which gives him advantages. I could see him perfecting his ability and making himself a chairman could actually be potentially a real thing. And I see him after the events of like about the Pandora's box or well about the other worlds and all the other dimensions. How the Chimeran Ant arc, well, Chimeran Ants came from like one of those different things that Gene was talking about. Leorio might be throwing in to go on the adventure because you need 4 people. It's either gonna be Gon, Killua, Kurapika, and Leorio, or Gon, Killua, Aluka, and one other person. I'll say Leorio since Kurapika is still looking for the eyes. So now that's gonna be a big role to play because they're gonna be fighting. Well, they might not, but to explore this place. Oh, Jing's also another candidate to be a part of the 4 team, but so potential as a fighter. Leorio's ability doesn't seem like he'd be a fighting ability, but I could see him since he uppercut Jing, I guess yeah, he could fight. If he perfects it, he could become extremely powerful. I mean, we don't know the range or how like much of his ability is of his Nen ability, but he could be a dangerous foe if he learns how to use his ability right and perfects it to the much he can. That's why I can see him becoming chairman because he can make this skill into a very good fighting skill. Except I just see him as more of a general, like a guider, like a smart person as chairman instead of a powerful one. Which I don't think is bad, just since he's like smart or like he's got a lot of knowledge, I guess. He's got good decision making. I still could see him. They can still make him chairman. But I feel like where his potential really comes in is as a field medic, or at least anything. I don't know. His ability just makes it so. Let's just say Gon is fighting someone, gets very injured. Well, Leorio could just sit in the background or like off the sidelines or something, at like a 10 or something. We of course we don't know the range of his ability. He might need to see the opponent. Let's just say Leorio is in range, sees Gon, and goes and grabs Gon, rips him through the thing, and Gon is then able to be treated. Leori's got that going for him. He can just sit there and instead of fighting, he could do like healing and stuff. Of course, it's not gonna be able to do much. Let's just say Gon's got a broken rib. It's gonna take time, and Gon's not gonna be able to go back on the battlefield. But he's there to make sure he gets medical treatment right away. And that's really where I see potential as a field medic because his ability allows him to run. We haven't seen him grab an opponent. Some punch Jing in the face, which so I'm assuming he can uppercut or not uppercut. I mean, I'm assuming he can grab people, pull them through his little portal thing, bring them back. But it really depends about the treatment. So he's got a lot of potential going for him. Once I know the guy who's making the manga is very ill with that cancer. I don't or illness. I don't remember exactly what it is. So we won't see what will happen, but speculation wise, let's just say they go across a dimension, like go to one of the other worlds, and Leorio goes with them. Leorio actually is a nice asset to have. Like he's nice to have there because they're gonna be away, different place. Leorio can then bring. He could be there and make sure they get medical treatment in case of a fight, or if like he's just there. He's got a lot of potential just as like treating people, especially if his ability to just take them right out of battle then and just like treat them on the spot. Probably not the best on the spot, but that's really it. I mean, Leori's got a bunch of potential, and especially if we see them go to these other dimensions, worlds. I can't remember what it actually is, like the Chimeran ants came from. Leorio is actually like a very good like teammate to be there. He's a doctor. He's got this nice net ability, which lets him pull. I'm assuming lets him pull. Let's just say like Kilo off the battlefield to get treated, and he's just there to make sure that people don't get hurt. And Leori's that's like Leori's potential really. He's got potential as a field medic, help people protects them, heals them. He sort of has potential as a fighter. I mean, I don't see why he would go in as a fighter. He could, I mean, yeah, he could make his ability work as a fighting ability, but I see it just more as a um medical ability. And then running for chairman, I don't potential. I don't see him running for chairman, but yeah, he's got a chance. That's really it. Um, yeah. Well, any thoughts? Let me know down in the comments section below. That's really it. Boruto. My thoughts on Boruto chapter. I think it's 60 now. Tomorrow. I don't know what I'm doing the day after that, but that's really it. Yeah. Goodbye.